The tall man with the long gravedigger's face signaled with his head. There was a drum fill, a riff was repeated in unison 4 times, and then the music ended abruptly. Sid jumped up. That was fucking great. It was okay, said the drummer, a man with a mustache and long dark hair. He'd arrived that morning to join his bandmates. Those Mandy's are scrambling your brain. Let's do it again. With the tape rolling this time. Fiona looked up from her test tubes. What on earth was that noise? She went to the door of the laboratory and looked out across the valley. A blue van stood there, in the distance, along with a Mini Cooper parked outside Swarfdale Farm. She hadn't noticed the car last night, she realized. She guessed they must be musicians, but that noise sounded like the soundtrack to a nightmare. Fiona looked at her watch and noticed it was time to pick Emily up from school. She'd been listening longer than she'd realized. When her Vauxhall Victor estate pulled back into the farmyard, she noticed a young man at the back door. She got out of the car. Hi, can I help? Yes, I'm from over the valley. I'm here with some friends. Musicians. We're staying for a week. Can I come in? She noticed the face beneath the long curly black hair was very handsome. And his eyes were extremely dark, the pupils wide open. Like black holes in the sky, she thought. She felt her body reacting to his presence. It had been so long since. Yes, come in, please do. They all went into the kitchen and she put the kettle on. I'm Fiona. This is Emily. Emily stared, then found her voice. Hello. My name's Sid. I just came to say, I hope we're not disturbing you. We're working on some tracks for an album. He laughed. I don't think it'll make us a fortune. Oh, no. It's not very loud over here and it sounds, very interesting. Fiona realized she was blushing furiously. He seemed not to notice. What's that you've got there? He asked Emily. She held a small cage where a white mouse ran in a wheel. He's my pet mouse. I let him out sometimes, but you have to be careful he doesn't run and hide. What's his name? Oh, I call him Gerald, after my friend's brother. This is nice. Sid took down an empty china vase from the mantelpiece, noticing Fiona's concerned face. Don't worry, I won't break it. He reached out for a pad of paper and a couple of Emily's crayons. Fiona watched with astonishment as Sid's fingers deftly sketched the vase, his wide black eyes darting between the sketch pad and the vessel, whilst he chewed his lip. There, for you. He gave the sketch to Emily and replaced the vase on the mantelpiece with exaggerated care. Fiona laughed and poured out thick fragrant tea from a huge brown pot with a cracked glaze. Help yourself to milk and sugar. Then, Emily, take your mouse into the lounge, you can let him out in the corner. She turned to Sid. You should see Emily play with Gerald. She's so funny. She lets him run up her arms and legs. Sid sipped his tea. Look, I have to go soon. We've 2 more songs to work on. Perhaps. Fiona's jade green eyes met his black holes. You could come tomorrow. Tell me about your music. Say 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock it shall be. Sid stood, bowed, gave a charming smile, winked, and was gone.